This video is going to be about dietary supplements. My disclaimer, I don't recommend anyone take any of the dietary supplements that I talk about in this video. Just a lot of people in general take dietary supplements, so it's important that you know some tips and tricks for how to purchase the best and the right ones so you get the most bang for your buck, so your money's well spent. The first thing we're going to talk about is proprietary blends. That's where you're going to see like a total amount like 1,000 milligrams, and then several, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients underneath there. The problem with those is that you don't know how much each of those individual ingredients are in that product. The only thing that you know is that the first has more than the second, and the second has more than the third, and so on and so forth. Now with dietary supplements, some do work, but they require a certain dose or an effective dose for it to work. So more than likely that proprietary blend, that ingredient isn't going to be at that effective dose. It's going to be in there, but it's not going to be the amount that you need to get the therapeutic or the effective benefit. So avoid those. Next thing to talk about is going to be the different forms of some vitamins. First one we're going to talk about is going to be the ones that are going to have an oxide form after them. I'm going to use magnesium and zinc as my examples. So magnesium oxide, zinc oxide. You're going to want to avoid those forms. Those forms are not very absorbable by the body. You're going to want to look for ones that have like an ATE after them, like magnesium malate, magnesium citrate, magnesium L-threonate. For zinc, could be like a zinc gluconate. That ATE is really important. Those are more absorbable forms of those vitamins in particular, and any other vitamin that you would see, like I said, as an oxide form, avoid that and look for a different one that we talked about. Next thing is going to be folate. For folate, if you see it say folic acid, that's not going to be a very absorbable form. You're going to want to look for, after the word folate, the number 5-LT or LTMF, L5-LT folate, or L-methylfolate, L-methy folate. One of those two forms is going to be better than the folic acid one. Next one is going to be vitamin B12. If you see the cyanocobalamin with the C, that's going to be the synthetic form of vitamin B12. You're going to want to avoid that. You're going to want to go with a methylcobalamin, methy. That's the more natural form that our body likes. Our body likes more natural forms of things than the synthetic forms. Other one is going to be vitamin E. So for vitamin E, if you see a D and an L right next to each other, and then like a dash that says trophophos, that's going to be a synthetic form of vitamin E. So you're going to want to avoid that. If it just says D dash and then trophophos, for example, that's the form of vitamin E that you'd want to purchase instead. Some resources to check out, check out things about supplements are going to be consumerslab.com, consumer.com. That has most of the stuff is going to be free that most people are going to check out. If you want full access, you do have to pay money, but for most things you can get for free and check out. What they do is they just buy different brands of supplements and they just test them and see if the supplement label matches what they say in their test, and they just post the results for you. Another resource is examine.com, examine.com. That one is a little more technical. But if you just type in the supplement, it does give you just the basic stuff, but it can be very technical, I should say. Provides all the different studies. You can look at all the studies, read the methods and participants and all those kind of and the results and all that kind of stuff. So that's ones for people who are more science and want to get more involved with it as well. And that's it for dietary supplements.